Hi, Mom. Hey, welcome to Stuck in Beta. My name is Greg. With me is Josh. And I'm having alert thing, so I'm going to shut the alerts off for right now because there's something going on with these, so I'm going to turn these off. Sorry about that, because I don't know why, but it seemed like every follower that ever followed us all of a sudden started alerting. And I know these are people that have been
long-time followers.
Yeah, so
3 years.
30 years.
This show's been on the air for 3 years.
Yep. Remember 2016?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really.
No,
I don't either.
I can't say it. Yeah.
This is episode 150.
150.
Man.
150.
Yeah. When we put our minds to something, we stick to it.
Yeah. How many Beer 30 episodes do you think we have?
I have no idea.
Probably about 300 or so.
Yeah.
Something like that. So
there's a theme here.
There is a theme. So we have got a show for you, and let me pull up. So we were gone last week, and I apologize for that. If you listened to me, I was feeling like crap last week. I just wasn't myself.
Yeah, you let us know, like...
You're still not yourself.
Yeah, I know. Well, you guys let me know about 2 hours before show, before you're like, I'm not going to be there tonight.
I was home, and I was kind of getting ready. Not
you
like
weren't
literally
getting ready.
Shower and do push-ups.
Yeah. Like, I got to do this.
You had
I was getting in the right frame of mind and
you
everything.
had one topic on the agenda.
I was getting all, getting ready for it. And I was like, yeah, I get to go over there and hang out with the guys.
Yeah.
And then, and then you sent me that message, and I'm like, well, crap. I guess I'll go mow the grass. God, what a disappointment.
Well, and that may have been what really killed me, because mowing the grass on Monday last week, like afterwards, I felt like garbage. And
you gotta start wearing one of those masks.
Yeah.
One of those RZ masks.
Yeah, I don't know.
Harder to breathe.
Well, it also was like, the swamp ass
degrees.
alert.
Yeah.
So
Wow, he said the D word to start. Now he just said the A word.
Yep.
the A word. Come on.
Yeah. Speaking of swamp,
A double D word.
No, it is. It's freaking hot. We had some visitors at my work from Pennsylvania yesterday, and they were like,
Pennsylvania Dutch.
No, but they were like, "Oh my God, it's so hot and humid here." They're like, "We thought we were, similar weather, being in not the Midwest. We're in the Midwest, and we're on the same like longitudinal line." But they're like, "This is very uncomfortable."
This is stupid.
Yeah, this is September in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
September already. Can you believe that?
did they just decide?
Leave?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
Did they say, man, I am done with this bull crap. I'm going back to Pennsylvania.
They were leaving like immediately after. Yeah, they were not sticking around at all. And the guy, it was funny. The one guy said, he goes, we came in this morning and we were down at your what is that? This is kind of, I don't know. I think he was trying to be funny, but it was almost a little bit rude. He said, "Your McDonald's arch thing."
The McDonald's. Oh yeah.
I was like,
you're hilarious. Funny.
Yeah.
Jokes about the arch really offend you that much?
No, it's just to put McDonald's, it's not a double arch. It's just a single arch.
It's kind of weird to be offended about.
Well, I am offended.
Yeah.
And he was complaining about our weather.
Our weather sucks.
Yeah, come on.
It's just
it's like people in Phoenix defending their hot ass weather.
It is annoying whenever you
another A word. I'm gonna have to find the beeper on here.
The beeper.
It's just annoying because you think whenever we go somewhere else, we would just compliment the area, and they come and go, ugh, and that thing.
Well, I mean, if you go to Florida,
and I got shot.
If you go to the middle,
and our car's gone from out front.
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah.
Man.
Because we did have
shot 3 times on the way to work.
We did have a carjacking out in front of my work.
You were just sitting there talking while it was happening.
That's crazy.
It's like, this weather, man, this sucks. Look, that guy's stealing my car.
But the weather. Don't you speak ill of the arch, though.
And they got
Or Budweiser.
that's what
right.
that's what the carjacker said. He rolled. Hey, I know I'm stealing your car, but man, this is my city.
That's right.
Don't you be talking bad.
That's right.
And then he shot his gun.
Pow pow.
Oh man, good times. St. Louis, everyone.
St. Louis, Missouri.
So I'm gonna pop that pizza, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
You guys
Talk amongst yourselves.
do whatever.
All right.
whatever.
Where do we go from here?
I don't know. Where did
I'm
we
lost.
go? Well, did he didn't go to Twin City Days, right?
No, I did.
You
so
can talk about that real quick.
Twin City Days, the local festival here in Festus,
In
Crystal City.
Festus Festival.
You know, I was looking online for a map to actually show me the border between Crystal City and Festus, and I haven't been
It's-
able to find it.
It is the road. I can't think of the name of the road.
It zigzags, and it's like really jaggedy, though.
It is over by like Walmart, yes. But if you're on Main Street, it's the road between the Sacred Heart Church and the music store. That road that goes up by Main and Mill's new shop
Oh, okay.
and goes up that hill by the
Oh.
church. That's the line between Festus and
Okay.
Crystal on Main Street. Now, if you get over by Walmart and Pachanga,
Yeah.
it definitely
Yeah.
and go down by the hospital and the airport, it
Mhm.
definitely goes in and out and in and out.
Okay.
And even north on 67, it weaves in and out
Yeah.
weird places.
I just wonder if because of how it looks, if you were to look at when you look at the map and it goes back and forth, these cities are right next to each other, and they're, I think, like kind of acreage-wise or square mileage-wise, Festus is a little bit bigger, but
Yeah.
they're not too far, and that's why I guess they're called the Twin Cities. Well, part of the reason why. But
I don't know. Festus has annexed quite a bit of property out, like where I live.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So they've probably grown.
Crystal City can't go any further.
Right, they're landlocked.
Yeah.
They can't do anything by the river on one side and Festus on the other.
Yeah. But that kind of the whole Twin Cities Festival was. What are you doing over there, Greg?
He's talking.
Setting a timer.
It was a great day. We were talking about it before the show. Had beautiful weather and tons of people out there, man. It was
Twin
just,
City Days.
Yeah. Gosh,
I
it
don't
was
like people,
it was
so.
just jam packed. And you know what? I think I brought this up
Chicken
before.
butt.
So, and I'd never mentioned this while I was out there
Uh-oh.
with my wife. Or anything, but
So this is going to be
Controversial.
Yeah, controversial.
No, nothing.
Ooh.
He's gonna say
Well, I guess
something-
it could be
something
controversial.
sucks or
No,
Here we go.
Nothing sucks.
Get
I guess
ready.
the state of affairs in our country sucks because when you're in a large crowd like that, or at least for me, I think I've
Body
mentioned this
odor.
before. No, I think about what could possibly happen.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
And
In Festus, it's unlikely. The city,
Okay, don't
the
be
city of
saying
St.
that, you're
Louis,
just gonna
absolutely.
I think that any municipality thinks that it's unlikely. But what was that? This summer there was like there was a festival, right, where a shooter shot a bunch of people.
That's what shooters do. Where?
California. It was a
Oh
festival.
yeah. Yep,
Yeah, there's
I
so many
remember
you
that.
forget.
Yep.
They run together. But yeah, those.
What?
I'm not. No, I'm honestly not trying to be funny. Greg and I were talking about this not that long ago. How it's gotten to be. It's just very routine, and they just kind of run together. But yeah, I don't know that early on, and just being in that many people, and it's noisy, and I got all that. It just ran through my mind for a split second, and you kind of think, what am I gonna do if I start hearing something or see something? Am I gonna, grab my wife and just throw her to the ground? And
Oh, they're gonna say throw her in front of you.
Human shield.
I don't know. I don't mean to take us
No.
into a dark place,
Yeah,
but
you
that just
did.
it really runs through my mind, and I wish that it
Well,
didn't.
with it being Jeff County, I guarantee you the gun to human ratio is at least 75%.
Yeah, you think we're
Oh,
well protected as
come
far
on.
as?
Yeah.
But do you think they're carrying though?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Now my neighbors, I have 3 neighbors, and they all, man, just the amount of ammunition and
Oh, sure.
and I have 0. And I'm like, we got to set up some
you
sort
know
of an
whose
alert
house
system.
to rob.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And if my house is being robbed, or if I'm getting an invasion, I need some sort of an alarm that's going to alert these 3 guys,
Yeah.
because they're going to be there a hell of a lot faster with a hell of a lot more
Yeah.
firepower than the
Cops.
police department.
Yeah.
So your alarm, okay. your alarm. You have to have something set up that goes, free beer over here, free beer, bush.
Yeah.
You know,
And there's a deer in the backyard.
Yeah, deer in the backyard. Yeah, you've met.
yeah. So
You've met Ron.
that's what you need.
I know.
You need
There's a deer in my house. Come kill it.
Yeah.
or
He
like
comes over and he's in his underwear.
Yeah,
just
with a trucker hat on, a cigarette hanging out.
a deer that pops up from that it's a fake one, but it comes up from your ground or whatever, starts jumping around. That's like your alarm
Yeah.
system.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, these are.
that could work. Yep.
No, so in that same vein, though, we are not as safe as we think we are. A friend of mine lives in Bailey Station at the back. I don't know if you've come in through the back entrance down off of West Main on the bottom of
Yes.
the hill. He's the first one of the first house on the left-hand side as you're coming in. He posted a video on Facebook or
Oh,
pictures on Facebook
that chick.
yesterday. Yeah, and he sent me the video in Messenger. He's like, "Watch this." That chick pulls in the subdivision, makes the first left into his driveway, gets out of the car, walks up to the porch, looks around a little, picks up 2 packages, walks back to the car, and they get back in the car and peel out, leaving the
jeez.
subdivision.
She's driving a piece of crap
Oh yeah,
too,
and he knows where she lives now because someone spotted the car. Said, "Oh yeah, I know that car. It's two houses down from me. They live down from me." So he knows right where she lives now.
Oh, I'm sure he informed the police and all that.
Yeah, he's gonna print up posters and say, "Do you know this car? Do you know this lady?" And put them like outside of her house. And yeah,
What was in the packages?
he didn't tell me. He's
Oh.
like, "I don't care about what was in there, so it
Yeah.
must not have been
Right.
gold
Yeah.
bars."
It's
That's
like
the thing.
toilet paper. And
Right.
Yeah, sometimes I
Condoms.
order the cheapest
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
It's not like every day I'm ordering. I don't even know. I don't order the most expensive things.
Yeah,
Gold-
it's not
gold-plated.
electronics that are coming in the.
A $300 knife set.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's same here. I mean, we ordered like dog food and.
I think so I ordered a computer but I think that one I actually had to sign for. But because that was like, I think once it's over like $700 or something, that it's a thing where you have to sign for it. But because every one of my Google product, my phones and stuff, I've always had to sign
Yeah,
for.
now that you say that, I do remember signing for my phone.
But yeah, this computer I did. So, but anything else, if I'm getting because they may be like a book, a pop-up book for
Right.
Millie here. And what are they going to do? Oh, look what we got. Yeah, what a
yeah,
score.
I mean, how
Right.
ridiculous! There's got to be probably memes or something out there of this, but yeah, you pop it open and it's like, yeah, Kleenex.
I've seen that too, where someone stole it and it was, it was real heavy because they were,
Mm-hmm.
so they're like, oh, this is going to be a score.
Uh-huh.
It was a big thing of dog food,
Right.
Yeah.
What are you gonna, oh,
Well, and
if they have a dog, that's great.
that reminded me of that video of that guy, that NASA engineer that made that box, and it turned out to be faked a little bit.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, that makes me want to make something like that and set it on my
Mark,
porch.
Mark Rober.
Is that who? Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to fake a couple just so not all of them were faked,
Right.
but he did say that a couple were fake because he didn't know if anything was going to get stolen,
Right.
Hmm.
But
So-
no, I mean, you would think that there would be a market for a box like that, and just leave it on your front
Yeah.
porch.
Yeah.
Have you seen the packet? There's different like alarm system. They have the one Amazon Key where they can actually
Oh yeah.
open your door, put your package in,
Oh,
close
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There you go. They have another where it's kind of like a pad. They set it on, like the postal service has to scan, or whoever's USPS, whatever carrier, they scan it and they set it on this this device. And if someone pulls it off there, it sounds like a obnoxious alarm. But even that, if that's alarming,
Mm-hmm.
does that really do anything?
Who's
My favorite ones are
going to come to the rescue?
the people that put the fake boxes and rig shotgun shells, and they're not loaded; they're blank loaded shotgun shells to go off as the people pick the box up, and
Yeah.
it scares the hell out of the
I
porch
bet.
pirates, which is hilarious. But yeah, something like that. I mean, maybe not bodily harm, but I mean, scare the shit out of them for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Luckily, I've been pretty
We have
lucky.
too, and
Yeah.
Annette and I both agree that we think it's because we live on the main drag. There's always, I mean, you can't go more than a minute and a half on our street without a car going down the street. So,
Well, and I'm from that video. I'm actually kind of surprised that she just pulled in the driveway.
here, I'll show you.
Well, I saw it.
You saw the video or the picture?
Well, I saw the picture, but she just drives into the driveway.
Yeah.
So you get the license plate is clear, isn't it?
Well, no, the camera has a Ring Pro, and the video was not clear enough to pick up the license plate.
Oh.
If you zoom in, it gets really pixelated.
Oh, I see.
So that's one thing he was
But you would
complaining
think that she wouldn't even pull. She just pulls sideways, so you never really get a clear shot
No,
of your
she
license.
pulls straight in, and really, I mean, it would be hard for her to know that he had a camera. Well, I mean, you can see the doorbell camera from the street.
It's middle of the day. That's
Yeah, middle of the day, the neighbor across the street has his garage door open, and
Yeah.
whoever this is, she's in the passenger seat. She gets out of the passenger seat, walks up, looks, grabs package 1, package 2, turns around,
oh
and
my
walks.
God! Like
No, nonchalant, just
I can't tell much from that video, but she doesn't look like a thief. You know what I mean? Like she looks
you're
like she just got.
profiling is what you're doing.
Well, I don't know.
What's a thief look like?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, she looked
Oh.
like she just came from the gym while she was
I
wearing.
don't know about
She's
that.
wearing
pants.
yoga pants.
I mean,
Who
I don't
doesn't
know.
wear yoga pants?
That's true. I don't
I'm
know.
wearing yoga pants.
I know.
Right now.
They're very attractive. on
Thank you. Oh man. So besides that, man, we went deep into that.
Mhm.
Uh,
I can go deeper.
where's the little button or whatever? Oh, okay, there you go. What Pointfest 2 weeks ago now?
Way back point.
Way back
back, yeah.
Pointfest. Saw the Gin Blossoms. Saw Everclear, the
You
Urge.
see Everclear at the store.
Yeah. And we actually, it started raining halfway through it, and we ended up,
Were your seats covered? It looked
yeah,
like
we had covered seats, and it started raining. Well, so they had two, you had your main stage and then you had a side stage. So if you wanted to see, we went to see Goldfinger. Halfway through their set, started raining. They shut the whole concert down because lightning is in the area.
yeah.
So had to wait a half hour. So I think it was even longer than that. So all the bands got pushed further, later. And we're like, well, I want to see the Urge, and we watched them, and then afterwards we're like, do we want to stick around for Collective Soul? And both of us were like, well, I think no one wanted to make a decision. Both of us were like, I kind of want to just go home, but none of us really wanted to say that. But we ended up going home.
Who did you go there? Like, who are you there to see?
I mean, the
Collective
Urge is
Soul.
what I love watching the Urge.
Yeah.
But I hadn't seen Everclear or the Gin Blossoms in forever. So it was really fun to see them. The only thing I could say about Everclear, they were good, but something about whatever the mixing or whatever the microphones, it just sounded muddy. It was like it was
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd think they would have that stuff figured out, but whatever. But it was a good time. One thing we saw, which you always hear about on planes, you support animals. There was a story.
Oh my God!
a
Somebody have
wo-
a support donkey?
No, it was a support mini horse
Yeah, right.
brought on the plane,
Stupid.
Yeah.
which the American airline was American. I think
I
it
don't
was
remember the
American.
airline.
They should have just said,
Your beeper's going off.
"Okay, I'll go up there."
You got a drug dealer.
They literally should have said, "Okay, get off."
Right.
We're not having this on the plane.
Right.
Anyway, there was a little dog. I don't even know what the support was, but they were around to get into seats or whatever. It was so loud there, the music and everything. I'm sure that little dog, I don't know what support it could have gave.
Yeah.
Because it had to have been freaking out with how loud the noise was and everything. And we're like, man, that's just, why would you do that to that dog?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So let me go check on
Go
that.
get our snack.
I will be right back.
So, Josh, are you a fan of The Office?
I've watched a couple episodes. It's not anything
Oh,
that I
That's all, huh?
dedicated time to.
I think Greg has said that he's watched the entire series like 3 or 4
I
times.
remember that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just got into it probably within the last year or so, and started watching from the beginning. And we're only into like season 6, and I think there was like 9 or 10. But they just announced today that Pam and
Jim.
No, Angela are going to have a podcast. And it's called Office Ladies, and they're going to be like talking about episodes of the show. And so the over the last several years due to streaming, the show's gained like a lot of popularity.
Interesting.
And they're saying it's like millions of streaming views per year. So it's supposed to go from Netflix and bounce over to the NBC's new
well,
streaming. Is it NBC?
Isn't NBC part of Disney?
Yeah, I read it on here somewhere.
Greg would know.
Yeah, he would. He knows.
NBC's own streaming service in
NBC's.
2021. I didn't realize they were starting their own.
But so they're doing this podcast, but I don't know. It's just, man, podcasting has really turned into like this huge industry now where
Like we're making nothing.
Yeah, celebrities are able to like just jump on. I forget which service this is. Let's see here.
Nick Watchin says he draws the line at support lemurs, which that's probably a good line to have in the chat room.
What's that mean? Support lemur? Oh, the
support animals.
Support animals.
Support animals, they're not BS, but they're BS. Like you can go online and get a certificate for anything to be a support animal.
Originally, though, it was just dogs, right?
No, that's a crap. There's a different classification for that. It's not a support animal. Support animal are like, I have anxiety, I need to have my fluffy dog with me so I don't have a panic attack.
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of it. I should.
You mean as far as what do you mean as far as it's not like it didn't start out to be a dog? Or originally, what I'm saying is originally I just only knew of dogs.
Right, but that's what you're thinking of aren't support animals. The ones that like wear the vests and help.
Oh, sure.
Quadriplegics open doors.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
those
blind
are
or whatever.
Right. That's not classified as a support animal.
You're saying of like emotional type stuff, not disabled.
Correct.
Physical
Service animals.
Service animals.
I drew the line at lemur support.
Welcome to the show. We talked about that.
NBC is owned by Comcast.
Who is this Nicholas?
Yeah, I don't know. He's helping us out.
Can you hover over that and see who is that? Nick Hall, my old coworker. Service animals and support animals are two totally different classifications.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a service animal would be for a blind
Correct.
person.
Blind, quadriplegic, some sort of disabled. Yeah.
Support animal, yeah.
So support animal,
you can go online and get a certificate to print off for a support animal, and
it didn't like originate from like a certain animal.
Get your own.
I don't believe so. I mean, I want to support penguin.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is all that stuff has to start somewhere, and it just seems like dogs would have been the most like
probably. I mean, it's a logical fit. Dogs, monkeys, the little capuchin monkeys, like
capuchin.
Ross's monkey.
Yeah. I don't know. There was a heck of a lot of dogs down at Twin City Days.
Yeah, and I don't agree with that.
On a couple of occasions, we saw like them getting angry with each other,
right,
as they were passing each other.
Sure. That's hot.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait a moment for this to cool. But it sure
we
smells good.
We got snack coming up here. Thank you, sir.
Yep. So Greg, I was mentioning this new podcast that's just got announced. It's going to be with Pam and Angela from The Office.
Oh yeah, they're real good friends. I know.
Yeah, it's called Office Ladies, where they're going to review episodes and then kind of give some behind the scenes type stuff. But I mean, it sounds interesting. I don't know that I would, necessarily listen to it, but man, The Office is really like blown up over the last, year or so.
Well, I don't know about that. I think it's just always been
really
popular. I don't know.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, I told you to watch it long ago, and you
when it was
now
on the air, yeah.
you're like, I'll get to it.
Well, it's in my Google feed, okay?
I'm not watching that horse shit.
Wow.
He is so angry
He's
today.
salty today.
Well,
What'd you do with the salt shaker? Shove it up your, you know what?
I did.
It's the last news article I'm going to talk about today.
All right.
So what do we have for snack, Greg?
So,
Cashews, almonds, macadamia nuts, lilac, pecans.
for snack today, we have Old Vienna Red Hot Riplets chicken pizza. So, there's a bunch of pizzas on the market that come from Lucia's. You've all had the Lucia's pizza here in St. Louis. We have a lot of good frozen pizza brands.
Can't say
in
I've
St.
had
Louis.
Lucia pizza.
Really?
No.
Lucia's has been around. I remember that when I was a
Long
little
time.
kid because it was always cheap because I know Mom would get it. So Lucia and Four Hands
Mario. Oh.
both got together. So they started doing all these pizzas based on St. Louis things. So one of them, Red Hot Riplet potato chips. I don't know. I'm sure we've had it on the show. Maybe we haven't. But big potato chip in the city. Most St. Louisans love these things. I love them. I think they're really good. But this has that like seasoning, I guess, with the chicken.
Yeah.
This pizza starts with brewery crust created from the malted barley of the brewery Four Hands, topped with a combination of garlic sauce and spicy, sweet and saucy Old Vienna Red Hot Riplet sauce and seasoning, chicken, bacon, jalapenos, and Wisconsin Monterey Jack cheese. All this produced by longtime pizza manufacturer Lucia's Pizza Company. Pair this with a Four Hands Brewing Company single speed for the ultimate beer and pizza experience. So,
Well, I have a Schlafly Oktoberfest, but I'll say that this pizza is awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a legit frozen pizza.
I mean, for all the stuff you just mentioned, and it has Monterey Jack cheese on it. Man, it is great.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, it is good.
I'm kind of a frozen pizza snob too, because you can get really bad frozen pizza.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I could have left this in a couple more minutes, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's perfect.
Yeah. Okay. I may have. If it was me, I probably would have left it in. But I'm like, I need to. The crust is brown. Let's go. So
what other flavors do they have? Because they have.
So they have one from Sugar Fire Barbecue. Ooh, that is got a little spice
spicy.
to it. Sugar Fire Barbecue pizza. There's one from Mission Taco. Their pizza.
You got this at Schnucks, right?
Yeah, they have them at local place Schnucks and Deerbergs.
Our
So-
Schnucks?
I didn't go. I went to Arnold to
Oh,
get these.
okay.
With all that going on, these must be like $15 a piece.
I thought it
Show
was
budget bought it. Show
show
so.
budget. These are
So Pate bought these, right?
Pate and Mike, mostly Pate. Sorry, Mike.
Way to spit on Mike.
Yeah, I know, but you know. So one thing though, these were a higher cost pizza. I think they were about $9 or something like that.
But still, that's fair for this pizza.
So Dogtown Pizza is another local one that I think is really really good. And that one they're usually about the $7 range now. So I think this is a little even higher than that. But
do they have any thin crust?
not sure. I wish I could get all the flavor. I'm sure I could look up what all the
Because
flavors
I wouldn't
are.
call this deep dish, but it may be hand tossed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's really good.
Yeah. I'm going after a second piece. Is that okay?
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, I really like that a lot.
So let's see if I get all the flavors here. They have Mission Taco Joint Mexican Pizza, Sugar Fire Barbecue Chicken Pizza, and Citywide Barbecue Pork Pizza.
I bet that Sugar Fire barbecue chicken's good.
Yeah, I have that one in the freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not for a show.
He said we can't have any.
Yeah. That
Kinda
one's
rude.
Hopefully they hopefully these stick around.
Yeah, this is very good.
Mm-hmm.
This is very good.
Lori, I don't need dinner tonight.
for the crust.
I know.
is,
I told Annette she was getting Chick-fil-A. I said, I don't need much.
the crust is really good for a frozen pizza.
I
Yeah.
agree.
It's got it. Yeah.
And the spice, there's enough kick here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. Thanks, Greg.
Yep.
And Pate.
So we also, I don't know if you want to do this now. I have let's see how much time we have. We have about 25 minutes. So, you want to do the soda too, or do you want to?
Let's do it all.
Okay, let me work on that. So give me a minute.
Man,
That's good
keeps
pizza.
leaving us alone.
You know, we could split the rest of that in half.
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, it is spicy, but it's not horrible.
No.
No, it's a well-rounded spice.
Yeah.
Greg, have you been watching much of Alton Brown's redo of Good Eats? The new episodes? Yeah.
The reboot.
The new episodes.
Yeah. The immersion blender one, or the immersion
Yeah.
one. That was great.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Give me a sec. Sorry.
Okay.
What else you got going on?
Work.
That's no fun.
Jackson's got his first cross-country run this weekend up at
Yeah.
Forest Park.
Oh yeah, they always
was
start up there.
Dealing with a little, I think, plantar fasciitis for the last 2 weeks.
Ouch.
He told me today, I asked him after practice how it was, and he goes, it feels good. So I was starting to wonder if he had already run through his shoes. Because
Really?
we bought these shoes in mid-June, and since then he's averaged, I would say, at least 4, if not 5 or 6 miles a day since
God.
then.
That's
So
really
he's
good.
reaching,
Yeah.
he's getting close to that upper limit of those shoes.
I can't believe how tall he is. When you said something, I don't know, a couple weeks ago about how tall he was, and then I saw him, and it's been a little while. Maybe every time I see him, he's sitting down. I don't know, but man, I was like, good grief.
Yeah, Annette said the other night she thinks he's taller than me now.
Yeah, I told him that whenever I saw him.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you're taller than both your mom and your dad.
So, Mountain Dew this year for Halloween has brought us a mystery flavor.
Oh,
It's called VooDew.
speaking of Halloween, Cracker Barrel has their Christmas decorations out.
That sounds about right. So, we're going to try
Sounds-
and figure out what flavor this is.
Sounds fresh.
Why do 2 glasses have ice and one
This
doesn't?
guy doesn't really like real
Oh.
cold. Isn't that right?
Is the soda cold?
It's pretty cold,
Okay,
but
that's fine.
I think it needs a little
I
bit
actually
more.
like ice in my soda. but
Oh,
it's
well,
fine.
okay. I ruined.
Water, I don't like ice.
Okay, well.
I'm
I
kind of
can get
weird.
you some more ice.
That's fine.
So say that again. It's a mystery flavor.
So this is Mountain Dew's limited edition 2019 mystery flavor, VooDew. And it looks like a little Grim Reaper.
There's a
point
distinct.
net, yeah.
There's a distinct flavor there.
Smells like Fruit Loops to me.
Smells like or taste. Okay, drink it. I'm gonna see what you guys think.
Oh, Fruit Loops, yeah. Does smell like Fruit Loops.
It wouldn't be Fruit Loops though, would it? Can they do that?
I doubt it.
Oh, now it tastes like Starburst.
I was thinking nerds, red nerds.
Yeah, like, I was thinking orange.
Yeah.
Like an orange,
I don't know.
like orange Starburst or
Yeah.
orange Skittles. I don't know.
How do you find out what the flavor is?
I don't know. I didn't research all that.
It's definitely a candy.
Yeah,
Well,
but how would they do that? Unless does Mountain Dew own candy? That would limit it down. Like, do
do they own candy?
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, isn't this owned by Pepsi?
I don't know.
I bet.
I think Mountain Dew owns Pepsi, and Pepsi, owns.
Mountain Dew.
Well, they own. I don't know.
Do
if
they own
any
Starburst or do they own Nerds?
They own KFC. It doesn't taste like a chicken leg.
No. Man, I've been hearing good things about KFC's Nashville hot chicken. Have you had that yet?
No.
Like 3 people in the last week have told me that's really good.
So McDonald's has a some sort of barbecue chicken tender or spicy barbecue.
You know what I miss from McDonald's?
What's that?
The snack wraps.
With the burger one or the chicken
No,
one?
the chicken one.
Yeah. They don't have those anymore?
I don't think so.
Yeah, sometimes I would get those, like, if you're
I
just
love those
passing
things.
through.
Yeah, those
'cause
were
they were like
great.
$1.
Yeah, the ranch ones, the ranch chicken ones.
So, honestly, I did kind of look this up of what a
Then
lot
you-
of people are saying.
You lied to us.
No, I didn't lie. I said I don't know the exact flavor, but a lot of people are tasting candy corn.
Really?
But I don't.
I
I don't.
get
I don't
that at
taste
all.
candy corn.
I don't get
Mm-mm.
that.
I mean, now that you mention it, it can kind of make my brain think that. I guess, but
I still think Starburst or Skittles, like any kind of candy like that.
but candy corn is generic, I guess, isn't it? I mean, is it
Yeah,
a
that's
specific
generic.
manufacturer? I don't know. Tastes too fruity.
Tastes like sugar.
Well, it tastes too fruity to be candy corn.
So Pepsi owns Quaker Oats, the Quaker Oats brand. Starbucks, that's weird. Coffee drinks. Amp Energy, Cap'n Crunch, King Vitamin cereal.
Crunch berries.
It just says Captain Crunch. Quaker Life cereal, a bunch of other Quaker cereal. Aunt Jemima mixes and syrups. Sabra hummus. Quaker.
That's the flavor of hummus.
Yeah. Quaker rice snacks. Pastaroni. Baked Cheeto. Yeah, all the Cheetos crap. I'm not seeing any candy.
Yeah. Man,
What does that sound?
Harry Potter.
I have no idea.
The whole commercial break before this were just
What
The
the
hell?
heck? Oh, sorry
What's going
about
on
that.
here?
about this St. Louis pizza.
Apparently, that's been sitting there and never played.
That's weird. No, so they don't own any candy.
Well, I don't know.
Huh.
So there you go. I think it's got the. I don't know. What did you
Because-
say?
I said red nerds
Red nerds.
because it's kind of got that sugary bite when you would bite into a nerd. That I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Man.
So they're not gonna. They're not. I wouldn't think they would use a candy that they didn't own because it's just advertising, free advertising.
I wonder if they'll even tell what it actually is.
I don't know.
But maybe they will on Halloween. Well, there you go. That's the end of our food segment.
There's still pizza left.
That was
though.
fun.
There's still food left, but so I went camping all weekend. Had a good time. It was just me and my dad actually, and
That's cute.
Aw, That is cute.
had a
good.
lot of good
I was gonna make a
chats.
Brokeback
Oh,
Mountain joke,
did
but
you birds and the bees?
Yeah,
Oh,
finally.
wow.
So I know. Yeah,
You know how that happens now, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Greg.
Molly, you're not gonna believe this.
Do you know? No. So yeah, we had a good time, and I had mentioned this to him, and it's something that I've wanted to do for a while.
Drive the camper.
Have him on the podcast.
No, not. Well, I wouldn't mind that, but I'd like to interview my dad
Yeah.
oh
like-
yeah.
and record it.
Sure.
Like, sit down with him with
Yeah.
camcorder and.
I do that all the time.
What do you mean?
I ask your dad questions all the time,
Oh,
and
yeah?
you're like, come on. He's got all these pictures of like him in the war and everything, and I'll go down in his basement. I remember one time
Save that for the interview.
I sat down there and I was just like, I mean, it was just amazing, and I just kept going deeper. And Greg's like, "Come on, let's go here. You don't want to hear all this." And I'm like, "No, I do. This
No,
is very
I don't
fascinating."
remember ever telling
I've
you
kind of
that.
thought about doing that when we were in Kansas with Annette's grandma. I kind of thought about doing that
Yeah.
with her because I mean
Mm.
she's 89.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, yes. So
Anyway.
I talked to him a lot with about him being in the Navy and stuff like that
So
this
you're gonna die
weekend.
soon?
And come on now. So and but I said, this is something I'd like to sit down with you, get like, your growing up,
Document it.
when you
Yeah.
got in the Navy and all that, how you met mom and all that, and then kind of do the same with mom, and then kind of do
See if their stories
Yeah,
match.
that would be interesting.
see their stories match, and
So tell
then
me about your first date.
yeah. And then kind of then get them together, and we'll
Mhm.
do. But I figured something like that, just having that as a like your own it's all documented then,
Right.
and then put it on video. I've got all this audio equipment and stuff, and we do this silly podcast. Maybe I could use it for something that would be good for posterity, you know?
Yeah.
So
No, that would be
How long
good.
have they been married?
51
So
years.
they have hit 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was something. He's like, oh, yeah, get that together. I'm like, I got to get you I got to talk to my brother Jeff and say, you know, we got to come up with some questions. And I want to, like, give them, you know, some time. Here's what we're going to ask you. Not, like, put them on the spot.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun because Annette's mom and dad are celebrating their 50th this year. It would be kind of fun to do that about, you know, how'd you meet, what was your first date, that kind of stuff with her parents separately and then together and make a video of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be kind of funny.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, almost like what was that game? Dating or match game or date? Whatever, where they
the
got
newlywed game.
newlywed game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So, yeah.
But I mean, an interview like that could certainly be. You could have a list of questions, but then it could go totally off the rails.
Oh,
and be
sure.
very, in a very organic conversation where,
down a rabbit
Right.
hole.
yeah,
Well, I guess the big thing you want to be prepared, and you want them to be prepared with,
Yeah.
because if you ask them, well, you know, I
Well,
want
yeah,
them to
edit
kind
that
of
out.
be prepared for it too. Yeah, edit
Well,
that out.
Oh,
Well, the camera just died. Yeah,
hang on, I gotta charge my battery.
yeah. So, but anyway, I think it'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. What else you guys talk about?
That, and you know, we watching the Cardinals. It's funny is his camper has the, you know, the TV outside. We're watching the
Yeah.
Cardinal game. I have the campsite that we're at is so at the main office in this campground. There's a Wi-Fi access point, and down in this is in Clearwater Lake, Piedmont, Missouri. There's absolutely no cell signal of anything
Because of the aliens.
because of the aliens, and the only way you can get out is through Wi-Fi. And so I have a Wi-Fi extender that I have in the front of his RV that will connect to the public wireless. It's strong enough to get that, so we're able to get on to the internet from the campsite.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's still not the fastest thing, but it's a lot better than, you know. And it's weird too how much better it is at nighttime versus daytime.
RF is weird like that.
Yeah, but we had a good time, very good time. Fishing wasn't all that great. But
Weather was beautiful though. You had a great weekend for it.
Friday night was still pretty hot, but then Saturday was beautiful. That was a really nice day. So good times, just hanging out and talking, you know.
Guy stuff.
I only had like one beer too. I
Really?
didn't really drink.
Wow.
Drinking Gatorades.
Yeah.
So fun time. So another thing I did the past weekend, we went to Narrow Gauge Brewing, which I was talking to you guys on Beer 30. So they have a restaurant, Cugino's. I think that's how you pronounce it. What are you pointing at?
Oh, I was just getting a
Cobwebs.
web.
Oh, okay. There you go. So we tried their food there, and man, their food is really good. I got some weird, it was kind of too much, but it was good, but it was too much. It was this chicken and waffle sandwich, but they use this sausage gravy on it and stuff. And it was good, but it was just
good.
too much. And
Hearty.
it had this jalapeno coleslaw, which was awesome. Molly got this burger with basically peanut butter and jelly on it. Peanut butter.
Where
and,
else? Mary Jane's down in Perryville does that.
And I wouldn't have ordered that myself, but
No,
she's like, you got to take a bite of that. And it was good.
Really?
I'm like, I can't believe this pairs together as well as it does.
It had peanut butter and jelly, or just peanut
It
butter?
had a spicy, I think it was a spicy, was it a spicy strawberry jelly or whatever on there?
Yeah, I don't think the one down in Mary Jane's doesn't have
jelly, right? It's just peanut
butter and maybe bacon or
See, I couldn't.
Yeah, I think there was bacon on there too. And we've been at other breweries where they've had bacon, and you dip it in this like peanut butter.
Yeah.
It was really good. This homemade peanut butter. But yeah, place is really good, and I really highly suggest it. I mean, if it's not close to where we are, but it's if you're end up in that area at some point, it's a place to go eat and have some good beers.
We almost went to Mary Jane's last weekend.
It's a good place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've.
So
been
I
there
was
once
talking
a
about
couple years ago.
Geno's, but
Well, I was looking at the menu because I was trying to figure out what that what their peanut butter
butter.
burger has on it. But sorry, go ahead.
oh no. Are you guys? Do you like the White Claws?
Yeah, I'll drink them.
I don't
I
think
don't
I've
know what
ever-
that is.
I don't think I've ever had.
It's
It's seltzer water
Yeah,
crap.
alcohol seltzer. Or
Uh,
alcoholic seltzer. I was at Schnucks today. I've read the article. They have a ton of them at Schnucks today.
yeah.
So I don't know.
They're saying it's outselling
Oh, yeah.
Budweiser.
Well, they're saying there's a shortage. Like they're selling out.
I doubt that. That's just saying that so people buy them.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it works. If you don't want a beer, it's something real light. You know.
So these are AB products, though? Is that
I
what
did
they're
not
referring
realize
to?
it was an AB product. Is it an AB product?
I don't think it is.
Oh, no, I was asking if it is because I know that
They have
there's
that Bon and Viv, don't they? Isn't that theirs?
Yeah, and that's not that good.
there's a natural light seltzer, right?
Yeah, and it's okay. It's not great.
I haven't had any of those.
Mark Anthony brands.
Oh, the rapper,
oh,
the artist.
yeah, you brought those. You brought those over here.
Yeah.
That's
He
right.
also owns Mike's Hard Lemonade.
The guy who's married to J Lo? No, he's not married. They weren't they married? Mark Anthony?
I
Doubt that it's the same.
let me find out about this Mark Anthony brands. I don't even see it in here.
White Claw.
It's okay.
Yeah. Is that what that was called that you brought over?
I brought two different kinds. There was
No,
a
you
White
brought
Claw
Truly,
one,
I
and
remember.
Truly,
Truly,
yeah.
that's right.
I think I like Truly better. I think White Claw had a little aluminum taste, like a metal taste to
okay.
me. In my refined palate.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same.
I'm sure
that's
it's
gonna
not.
take me down the rabbit hole here. But there you go. So Mike's Hard Lemonade, I used to really like that. For something different.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's not beer.
Yeah, exactly.
Are those? Is the hard lemonade's classified as a malt beverage?
Yeah,
right?
malt. Yeah. Are those aren't?
I don't think so. I think they're just seltzer water or alcohol with alcohol.
Because I mean that's basically what were those Smirnoff
Right.
Ice or
Same.
whatever.
Well, those were classified as malt beverages, I think.
Yeah.
And so what was the one from like the mid to late 90s?
Zima?
Zima was the same way. It was a malt beverage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The secret to Zima was melting like a Jolly Rancher
Yes.
in it. That was the
Not
secret.
that I was old enough
Never
to drink
did
it.
that.
Yeah. No one was old enough to drink that. So you guys have you been watching anything?
We have been watching. CNN has been showing, I think, or maybe it's just in our DVR. Anthony Bourdain's No Reservations. Crap. What's the other one that he did for CNN? Parts Unknown.
Yeah.
So we started watching Gordon Ramsay's because now Gordon Ramsay has a show on CNN that's very similar. I can't remember what it's called.
On the not CNN.
Yeah.
It's like
I thought it was CNN.
National Geographic.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're right. But it's very similar to Parts Unknown.
I thought isn't it called Unknown? Gordon Ramsay Unknown or
I don't know. I mean, it's a ripoff of it. But man, Anthony Bourdain just does such a much better job
yeah.
at telling a story about where he is, the people that live there. We watched one on, I guess it was South Carolina in the Charleston area. Man, he can just tell a story.
Right.
It was amazing.
So yeah, I've been watching still watching the Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, are you? We watched the first two.
Really enjoying that show. We're up to there's only 4 episodes
Are
out.
there?
I'm really enjoying that, and I also watched. Do you remember? So Cartoon Network when it first came out. Do you remember the Banana Splits?
No.
So it wasn't. it wasn't like a show that started on Cartoon Network, but when Cartoon Network first started, they got a bunch of old cartoons and shows like that. So this was a show with basically characters in costumes. It was like a dog, I think a gorilla,
Like humans
elephant.
in costumes?
Yeah. Let's see if I could.
Like furries?
And they had a band.
Well, sure. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, so let me see if I can pull up the...
Looks like your interwebs.
Yeah,
you're
your
having a
internet
problem.
It's not working.
So I wonder if we're even recording anymore.
Well, we'd be recording, just not streaming, right?
Yeah?
Because you record local.
Yeah?
Oh, yep. It says internet disconnected on your. Go back to your where the video was.
What?
There. Down on the left.
Huh.
Oh, yeah.
2 minutes ago.
Wonder what happened. Probably Molly's messing with something up there.
I unplugged this thing.
Well, anyway, Banana Splits, they're this band thing, and they get in misadventures or whatever. It wasn't like a cartoon; it was like a live action because they were in big. So, but anyway, I was at where was I at? We were at Target the other day, and I saw the Banana Splits movie. I'm like, this has got to be the oldest thing ever. And I looked; it was brand new, and it said rated R.
Whoa.
I'm like,
Oh, man.
what? And I look at the back, and one of them's got like a knife or whatever. And see, I don't know if any of these look familiar to you.
No, not at all.
Nope.
So I'm like, so I ended up getting the digital copy and watching this, and here's a movie. Yeah, he's got an axe.
That looks like that Five Nights at Freddy's game.
Yeah. So I think they really kind of ripped that off, because in this they're kind of like robots, and
Oh, really?
this little kid goes, with his family to visit them, and then they go on a killing spree. Kind of also reminds me of an episode of The Simpsons where they're at Itchy and Scratchy Land, and the characters they're all robotic characters. They start killing everyone. So it's not a good movie. But it was, I don't know, it was one of those where I'm like, this has got to get better, right? And no, it never really did. So they just threw the Banana Splits on there to kind of
Sucker you in.
sucker me in, I guess. Yeah, but there you go.
So how about this story? I ran across this today. This is strongman Eddie Hall. I've never heard of him, but he lifted a kettlebell with his
Kettlebell.
kettlebell with his junk. Basically,
What were you searching and found
what?
this?
Did
It was
you
a
just find
Google. It was a Google feed thing. That
You started
But that's
typing
curated. But you understand that
because
that's
of
curated.
exercise, working out. No, seriously, that's why it's on there. Okay,
You put in like 2 letters and that came up.
yeah, no. So this guy, I mean, think about this. This guy, I mean, these guys are like bodybuilders. Okay,
Exercises for penises and testicles.
they decided to put something around their
Strap on.
their private parts, wrap it around and attach it to a kettlebell and see who can lift the
Stupid.
most.
I've never had
The urge to do
either
that.
one of you. I've
Why-
never been like, hey, why don't we see if
Why the hell would you do this? And I mean, it's supposed to be funny or whatever.
it's for
but-
charity?
yeah. But then, so yeah, there's a video, of course.
Oh,
And these
come
guys, I mean, it's
on.
not. So they have this thing around their
And he's trying to stretch
stuff. And the one guy, I mean, they're like in their 40s, and the one guy's like, I don't have any use for it anymore anyway. I had a vasectomy and blah blah blah.
but
So
You
they
can still
it-
use it.
Yeah.
So they put this thing
even
around,
if you just use it for
and then have it come out
urination.
the one of their pant legs, and then they strap it to a kettlebell
That's stupid.
and stand on a couple of crates and see how high they can lift this kettlebell and how heavy they can go. So this big giant dude, they said he lifted like 10 kilos. I haven't watched the video. Oh my God.
10 kilos is like 5 pounds, right?
Probably, yeah. I
5.5
mean,
pounds.
I wouldn't have gotten that far
No,
in the
4.5 pounds.
article. I would have just read the title and been like, oh, that's
it
enough
was
for me.
interesting. I mean, it's one of those things like a car wreck. Why the hell would you do this?
10
probably
ten kilograms
Oh, it's
is
22
pounds.
pounds.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah,
But they really, yeah,
why?
they don't
Just-
really show them doing it though.
Yeah, they do. Sorry,
Josh really inspected this video.
I haven't. This is
over
the first
and
time I've
over.
watched the video because I didn't pull it up at work. I was afraid to pull it up at work.
Right, but they're not. I mean, they're cut away, so there's no guarantee that that's actually on his junk.
What about here?
Just to have the idea, I think that's enough.
I guess he's kind of holding it. with
If
his-
someone
oh, there
go-
we go.
No,
There
that's
we go.
ridiculous.
If so,
Oh, jeez.
yeah, that's
And his like exuberant like scream as if he's like accomplished something so
Olympic.
amazing that
I wonder if this will
why?
be an Olympic sport.
Was there money involved? I don't understand.
I think there was alcohol involved.
I don't really understand ever this.
Yeah.
I've never had this conversation with either one of you. Like, that's never been.
So the big guy's going up there. I don't know if it ever shows him, but yeah. I'm pretty sure he's the one that won.
One
Yeah.
what?
Most weight.
One a trip to the
You're
doctor.
gonna trust your buddy to hold on to the kettlebell? Oh, dear God.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. So these guys
Could you imagine if it slipped on?
have
But
to
you
wear
know,
really
okay.
baggy pants now.
So,
Yeah.
just saying, they could have strapped something around their leg with a hook.
You're saying it could be fake.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm betting it's fake.
And actually, it would be a really good idea to pull a hoax like that. I mean, think about I don't know how many views this thing has. 268,000 it was released.
3 years ago.
No, 3 days ago.
How many did it have this morning?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I told you this is the first time I've watched it.
I'm telling you, I don't want to do any kind of. I don't care how many views we get. I don't want to do
Greg?
this.
Tricks.
I've read your text messages. I don't want to. Yeah, I said no.
All right.
No means no, Josh.
Well, I guess that's the end of our show.
Going out on a high
Forever.
note.
So, to me, well, we're leaving you with some pain. So there you go. Join us every week here. Go to stuckinbetapodcast.com. We can be friends. Get to all our social networks. Subscribe, like, everything you got to do. And if you'd like to donate something as a delicious St. Louis style pizza, we would be happy to receive your donation. Go to our site. We will see you next time. Later.